We're here with head coach Lynsey Warren as the Ohio Dominican women's basketball team gets set for the 2016-17 season. Coach, taking a look back at last year, kind of a breakthrough season for the program, winning 20 games, qualifying for the GLIAC tournament for the first time since joining the conference. As you've had a chance to kind of look back at last year, what are some of the takeaways that you have from the performance of the team last year?
Well, all in all, it was a great season. I think, like you said, winning 20 games is a huge accomplishment, and I think it was a great step in the right direction that we've been wanting to take for some time now. And we had some great kids who really stepped up and were able to play like we knew they could play, and making the conference tournament was huge. And as always, we want to make a longer run this coming season.
Coming into this year, you've got a large senior class, almost all of whom have been 3 or 4 year performers, for you. What's the expectation level for that group as you've been undergoing preseason practices and getting ready for the start of this season?
A big thing for them is going to be leadership. I think that with a big class, it's always interesting to navigate who gets to do what and who has to say what. And so far, they've been doing a really good job of trying to figure that out. They've had tremendous leaders in the past, and so I know they've learned from them. And it's just figuring out how to combine all of their abilities, vocally, physically, on and off the court. And like you said, they have great experience. They've played for me and in this program for a really long time. And I expect them to be able to teach what they know to our younger kids and really set a standard and maintain it and increase it throughout the season.
One of the hallmarks of your teams over the last few years has been the efforts on the defensive end. Over the last couple of years now, the offense has really kind of stepped up to match that. How have you seen those improvements take place over the last few years?
I think for the most part, it's everybody having the mindset that they can score and being someone on the floor that contributes to the play, and that makes it tough to guard. And I think having 5 people on the floor who need to be defended at all times is our goal. And so they have to maintain that mindset that they are a scoring threat, and they want the ball to score, and they're going to find a way to do it. So I think that's been the biggest improvement overall offensively, and continue to look to enhance it.
Looking at your group of seniors, a couple of all-conference caliber players. Lauren Bates has been one of the better two-way players in the league over the last few years. Maddie Rittinger, and you're expecting a little bit more out of her this year to help fill some of the production of Melissa Scherpenberg, who graduated, Tori Beth Leader coming back from injury. Just overall looking at that group, what do you need from them on the court this year if you want to match or exceed the performance from last season?
I think they all are so capable, but they have to step up just a little bit and elevate their productivity consistently. I know they all are capable to have nights where they really fill the stat sheet, but I am looking for them to do that on a consistent basis. And that's, like you said, from Lauren and from Maddie, from Kayla Cook, from Lynsey Blanford, from Tori Leader. All of our seniors are capable of doing that, and not all of them have had to play that role in the past. So it's understanding that we need that from them, and we need it in a balanced effort. And I really think that on any given night, it can be any one of them who's able to have a breakout night, but behind that and surrounded, it's going to be a team effort.
What have you seen from some of the underclassmen from the end of last season till now, out of their performances in practices and conditioning? That how have you kind of seen them step up into some roles?
I think I've seen them really produce already, and it just shows that they worked so hard over the summer. I think that they have stepped on the court and been able to come out confidently in what they've done, and it's turned into production, which I'm terribly excited about. I think that they can give our older kids a challenge this season and find their own time on the floor, and I'm really looking forward to their progress in our program.
You have a pretty rugged non-conference schedule to get things going. You guys are going to be road warriors the first few weeks of the season. How will that non-conference schedule help prepare you for the rigors of the GLIAC?
Well, in my opinion, it's we're playing away early on in the season so we can play at home later in the season, and I think that the conditions that you have to endure on the road and just going through a different routine we'll get them focused and help them learn how to prepare on a nightly basis, game in and game out, that they are really taking care of the details. And we'll have to be road warriors, and I think we can do it.
All right, Coach Warren, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, guys.